You. So I am Ashish, and I am currently having 7 years of experience working in Salesforce, and have more than 5 years of experience now working as a Salesforce developer. And currently, I am working in a senior consultant role in one of the French MNC in India. That's all about my professional experience and introduction. So I'll be handling your session for both admin as well as developer. So let's begin our first class. Yesterday we had a demo, and let's begin with our first session today. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so can you see my screen? Give me a thumbs up or type yes in the comment box if you're able to see my screen. Okay, great. So today we will look into the different types of clouds and cloud services that are present throughout the organizations, not just Salesforce, and basically what's the difference between the different types of clouds. Okay, so okay. Okay, so the first type of clouds or cloud services, software as a service, or we also called it as SaaS. Okay, so in SaaS, you don't need to bother about anything. You don't need to take care of the infrastructure. You don't need to take care of any other middleware. You don't need to take care of the UI. Everything is offered by the platform itself. So one of the example is Salesforce itself. Other than that, Google Apps, Dropbox, Netflix, where you just download the application, everything is there. Behind the scene, they have a server, and they have their own login system so that they can identify who has logged into your system, to their system, and it's secured, reliable, and API enabled. Like Salesforce is API enabled. That means it can be easily integrated with any other platform with using APIs. APIs is application programming interface. Okay, it's a sort of a port. It's a sort of a digital port, we can say. We are connecting a USB device to our computers, right? So just like that, we communicate with other systems through APIs. Okay, so APIs in general is a communication port, we can say. We can understand that way, and through that we can wire a connection to an external system. Okay, like if we want to communicate between Facebook and Salesforce, we can do that with APIs. Okay, so how it is basically, let's say this is your Facebook server. Okay, and this is our Salesforce server. Okay, if we want to communicate from Facebook, we need to do integration. First, we need to do integration. If we want to send the data across the system, we are doing the integration, and through integration we can send request. Okay, we can send request from Facebook to Salesforce, and from Salesforce whatever is requested, it will be sent as a response. Okay, so whatever data Facebook is requesting, it will be sent as a response. So there are some standard API classes through which the communication happens between the two systems, and there are two types of APIs which or interfaces which are basically used in the industry. One is REST, okay, and another one is SOAP. So they are called as REST APIs or SOAP APIs. So REST APIs are basically easier to implement as compared to SOAP APIs. Okay, REST APIs are easier to implement, and it takes less overhead because many things are handled by the API platform. And in SOAP, basically it takes more complexity, and communication happens in the similar way. In both the platform, the communication happens in similar way, but the languages used and the protocols used are different. So that makes SOAP bit more complex than REST APIs. So then software as a service or SaaS platforms are scalable. Scalable in the sense it can be basically it can be improvised, it can be customized based on the user need or the organization's need. If the company want to implement something, if they want to grow their current uh, current code maybe, or if they want to make some new implementation on the platform, they can do. So that is what the scalable means. Also, the platform is subscribe slash pay per use. That means it is basically a subscription model. In software as a service, you are basically subscribing to a service. Okay, like when we go to Netflix, we are subscribing to a Netflix subscription for 1 year, 1 month, whatever it is. We are subscribing to a Netflix subscription. Netflix says we are giving you 1 month of subscription at so and so cost. Okay, and sometimes some of the platforms are free for use for 1 month, okay, just for trials. And in that period you can use, and you can know whether you're going with the platform or not. Or if you want to go with the platform, then in the next month you need to pay. So that pay will basically, they will have some sort of uh, some sort of charging mechanism through which you need to pay. Okay, like credit card or any other finance method it can be, and it, you have to pay for that 1 month service and use the platform. Similarly, Salesforce has its own subscription model where users basically have to pay based on the license they want to consume. So yesterday, as we have seen, there are multiple sort of licenses where Salesforce license, in that the license named Salesforce is the most expensive one and the most powerful one on the platform. The license named as Salesforce platform is the second most powerful as compared to Salesforce licenses. And there are several others like community license, identity licenses. So those licenses basically allows user to access through a limitations. Like if someone is having identity licenses are basically used to log into the system, like we are using the login. Similarly, identity licenses means you just are having a access to the platform. So basically, when we are building any customer facing applications, in that particular case, we are going for this login model, and we expect the end user to log into the system, right? Let's take an example of any e-commerce website. E-commerce website can be hosted on Salesforce as well. Okay, it will be a community model, and then the user will basically log in from their UI. It will look like anything like Amazon or Flipkart. It can look like just like a normal web page. But behind the system, when you log in, you will log in, that login will happen on the Salesforce platform. And that is basically uh, used most of the time for identity licenses. So identity licenses are basically used for the login purpose. And then we can also attach what level of access they need. Do if they have paid for certain service, let's say you are a prime member of some platform, you are utilizing its prime membership features, and you will be having access to more thing than compared to an identity user license person who is not having a prime membership. So even if they're both are having the same licenses, again there are certain rules based on which the changes can happen. Okay, so Salesforce, as we have said, is no software or hardware you need to install, and that is why one of the reason it has grown itself in the industry so fast, and with a lot of trust on the organization. So Salesforce basically, no need to install software means you don't have to worry about the backend, the database. You don't need to bother about the servers. You don't need to bother about the UI. So every features are there. You just need to come as a developer, develop on the platform, and make the application work without ever taking the overhead of infrastructures. So you don't need to bother about the infrastructures. Everything is taken care by the Salesforce platform, and service is delivered through internet browser. So if someone is just having an internet connection, a laptop or a desktop, they can easily work on Salesforce platform as a end user or as a normal developer or an admin. Okay, so services delivered through internet browser or the web browser, where you just need to log in on the platform. Yesterday, we have seen how to create an account on Salesforce platform uh, in developer.salesforce.com. So anyone, I think Monica was not there yesterday. So mm, other than that, everyone has created the account. on on Salesforce, everyone is now having the access to Salesforce platform. Can you type yes or no in the chat box if you're having an access on, you're able to access Salesforce developer console or developer environment? Can you type yes in chat box? Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'll show you again what needs to be done. And let me go back to web browser. Okay. So here you need to log in to developer.salesforce.com. This is important. You need to land on developer.salesforce.com. Okay. Then you need to click on the sign up, enter your first name. Okay. Enter any email ID. Your job role. If you're looking out for a developer role, select a developer role. Your company name, country, your postal code, and your username. Okay. So this is important. Everyone should have the account because we are soon going to start with the hands-on activities on the platform, because this training is not just theory, it will have hands-on implementation, because we just don't want you to crack the interview, we want you to be job ready. So the thing is, I want everyone should have an account on this platform, so that whenever we are doing something, you should be able to do it side by side in your org to gain some hands-on knowledge that will give you a long-term learning, as well as a good confidence when you will be sitting in your interviews, so job interviews. Okay, so let me know once you are done. Okay, have you joined from phone? I'm not able to see your name because it's showing Xiaomi. Uh, so if I joined from phone also you can do, but it would be recommended to do it on a desktop or a laptop. Okay, so let's proceed. You're able to do now. Can you type your name? I'm not able to see your name. The one who has joined with Xiaomi. Okay, so let's proceed further and see what's the next. So next is platform as a service. Okay, so what is platform as a service? where if we take a look here, if you take a look here, if you see on your screen, okay, the three services which are on the right side of your screen is cloud services. Okay, the three services which you are seeing on your screen on the right side is cloud services. What is cloud services basically? Means it is offering you something, at least server storage, networking, and virtualization. That means servers are where you do your calculations, the all the communication through your code to your database. Okay, and storage is basically your database. So here if you see, the lowest level of cloud is infrastructure as a service, because it offers you less number of features. If you see here, cloud offers you only this many capabilities. It offers you a server, it offers you a storage, okay, it offers you a networking, it offers you a virtualization. Storage is basically your database. Networking is how you communicate between different systems, okay, and virtualization is basically a system which runs like we have seen VMware, right? It has its own separate virtual desktop window, and that can be launched on your Windows. So when you click on that app, it will open an application which is having another Windows application, and you will see your Microsoft Start and your Microsoft desktop, your recycle bin, a separate application behind the scene. So that is virtualization. It is also done on the cloud. Okay, but um, in infrastructure as a service, they don't offer you operating systems. Okay, they don't offer you operating systems. They don't offer you middleware. They don't offer you runtime. They don't offer you anything separate data services or the applications, the front end applications directly. They won't offer you. You have to build it using some other third party tool on your application. Whereas in software as a service like Salesforce, everything is offered by the platform. Okay, everything is offered and it's maximized. Okay, max capability it is offering to you. It is offering you servers, storages, networking, virtualization, operating systems, middleware, runtime, data services, and applications like UI service. Okay, so it offers you the maximum capability. In software as a service, it offers you maximum capabilities. And definitely when infrastructure as a service, let's consider infrastructure as a service. So many of the Amazon services which Amazon offers comes as at infrastructure as a service level, because it is not a complete service. It is not a complete service. If you're going for storage, they have a different service for you to offer for storage, which will just help you for the storage services. Okay, and it can also help you with the servers. So it can be mix and match of all the four things which we are seeing here, but it can be also be one thing from infrastructure. If you just want to use one of the infrastructure in the cloud, let's say you want a cloud based storage, you can use infrastructure as a service, and it will not go for software as a service, because at that particular time when you are building an application, your need is only for storage and you don't want to pay for a lot more thing. And in that particular case, one can go for infrastructure as a service, and everything in infrastructure as a service will also be hosted on the cloud itself. Okay, so it will also be hosted on the cloud. Now, on the leftmost side, if you're seeing on-premise or on-premises softwares, we can say it does not have anything in the cloud. Mostly it is not having anything on the cloud, which is like old applications or classic applications, whatever other Java and all other platforms were using. It used to combine a separate server. Okay, they need to combine it with this storage. Then they have make this connection happen separately through networking, and virtualization, if they want, they can do, but again it is a separate overhead for them. Operating system, they need to install it separately on the platform or the servers, and then they connect it with a middleware. Middleware is basically a tool which helps you to connect with other applications. Okay, middleware is basically a middle middle tool, or when you are making a communication between multiple systems, let's say. So you just want the communication to be smooth, and the communication happens between like one, two, three, four different systems. So here in between you can have a middleware. Okay, and here is, let's say, your cloud server or any server or storage. Okay, here anything is, then you just need one interface in between to communicate with all the external systems. Let's say if this system is on Salesforce, other system is on Java, one is on .NET, okay, other one is on SAP. So those communication can happen from one system to other system through middleware. So it is basically like an integration tool sort of, and it communicates between the other system based on the identification that has been sent in the communication. Okay, so then a runtime, like when we are running the applications. Okay, so those runtimes are basically done by the platform. Like in case of Java, it is Java runtime environment. In Salesforce, it uses something different, and it in other traditional application, it uses something different. So while running the application, you have to take care of its effect. Okay, and then the data services, like how the data will come to your application side, like how the data will be communicated to the user side or the application side. So all those things are taken care separately in on-premises application. But in Salesforce, you don't need to bother about anything. Everything is done by the Salesforce platform. And that is the reason Salesforce is growing at very fast rate in the industry. Okay. Platform as a service, if you see, it offers this much capability. Okay, it offers you this much capabilities, but it doesn't offer you the application, basically the front part, we can say, or the UI part, user interface side, and the data services. It is not offering you. Okay, so you need to combine it with your platform services and make your application. So this is basically the differences between the uh, three different types of cloud services that is present in the market today. Okay, so whenever there is a need for different thing, one can go for a different service. Like if they just want to go for the infrastructure, they can use infrastructure services, or if they want to go for complete bundle or complete package, they can go for software as a service. So in software as a service, Salesforce is not just a platform, but Salesforce is number one in as as a sales software as a service platform. So it is growing at a very fast pace, and it has been trusted by so many organizations, being it Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Netflix. Every major organization you name, it uses Salesforce. So one of the other thing in the job market, as a Salesforce developer, there is a huge demand. As a Salesforce developer in job market, there is a huge demand. If you go and search on sales on Naukri, at least 10,000 jobs every time you will be able to see, or close to that. It can be Salesforce admin, it can be Salesforce developer, but at least close to 10,000, 11,000, or 9,000, something, you will be able to see that number on the Salesforce jobs each day, no matter which month it is. So there are ample amount of opportunity in Salesforce job market, and that is the reason Salesforce, because Salesforce resources are getting paid in huge amount, because the gap is more, the gap of the resources are more than than the availability. So they have a huge demand in the market for the Salesforce developer and Salesforce admin, but most of the jobs are for Salesforce developer. Around 20 to 30% of jobs are for Salesforce admin, because developers are expected to work as admin as well. So most of the organizations hires developers because they are capable of doing the admin task whenever needed, and as well as the coding and other customizations, like changing the flow also, or process builder, workflow rules. Those things, everything is taken care by a developer, and that is the reason Salesforce developers are more in demand as compared to Salesforce admin. But that doesn't mean Salesforce admins are paid less. There are Salesforce administrator in the industries who makes more than Salesforce developer with same level, with same years of experience. So it's not like Salesforce admin jobs are not good, but the requirement of Salesforce admin jobs as compared to Salesforce developer jobs are less. So Salesforce developer jobs are more openings are there for Salesforce developers as compared to Salesforce admins. Okay, so any questions, any queries till now between infrastructure as a service, platform as a service? Let's see few more details between platform as a service. Okay, so platform as a service. Okay, we haven't seen the details for the platform as a service. Platform as a service is complete development and deployment environment. Okay, development and deployment environment. So you can do the development as well as deployment. So deployment is basically when you are deploying the application once it is built. So we are basically, okay, so okay, let me stop my screen once. Okay, so Okay, so platform as a service, uh, everything. So Salesforce, it is, when we say software as a service, a part of it is also platform, right? A part of it also platform. In Salesforce, if you see, let's say if this is Salesforce, it has a part of it which offers, which is just a platform, or it is like, we can understand it as a platform as a service. Okay, this is platform. This platform inside Salesforce is called as force.com. Okay, this force.com platform, this force.com platform is basically a platform on which we are building the applications. So within Salesforce, as we have seen yesterday, this platform basically is on top of a database, huge database. Okay, it's a huge Oracle database underneath, and on top of that, there is a force.com platform. On top of that, we are building the applications. Okay, here we are building the applications in the cloud. So we are using the cloud services, and that is why we say we are developing the applications in the cloud. So, and uh, so everything is taken care by Salesforce at the platform side. Okay, and also for the applications, when the applications and data services to communicate to the platform is also taken care, that is the time we say the Salesforce is complete package, and it acts like a software as a service. Okay, Salesforce acts as a software as a service. In platform as a service, we consider only till platform. The application side, you need to take care whether you want to go for HTML, JavaScript, CSS separately, you want to use Node, you want to use Python, or whatever. On the front end side, what you want, what is your need for your application, based on the languages, based on the protocols, you can decide what you want to use. But in Salesforce, you can use Lightning. Within Lightning, it is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript again, but Lightning is a framework. So in Lightning, we will see how to create Oracle applications in the end. So that will also be part of your program. How to so the basic introduction to your Aura component, how the communication happens on Lightning platform in Aura. So those things we are going to see at the end of the program. It will be the part of your uh, it will be part of your training program. And basically the knowledge of Lightning is important, and that is the reason we will be including the Lightning Aura applications development in our sessions in the end. Okay, now pay as you go. Okay, here also you don't need to install applications. Most of the thing is taken care by this platform. Platform as a service application is pay as you go. Basically means you taken a subscription. Okay, you taken a subscription for a time, and then also you want to grow your application more with more features. Okay, then you can ask the platform to increase your capability. Let's say if there was the data service was only for 5 GB, now you want to use 10 GB of data on the platform. Okay, so you need to pay to the platform for those services which you are taking extra. That happens same with Salesforce or a software as a service applications as well. As you grow, you have to pay. So let's say in Google Drives. Okay, let's consider a Google applications. When you are signing on in a Google app or Google Gmail, you are getting 15 GB of free data, 15 GB of storage we are getting. Okay, now if you want to increase this to 100 GB, company will ask you to pay for this service, because this service is not free. Okay, this service was free. We are offering you 15 GB since you signed in on our application. We are offering you 15 GB of space. But if you want to grow, if you are having the more requirement for 100 GB of the data, we want you to pay for our service. And that is basically pay as you go. If there is a requirement, you pay, or if there is not a requirement, you stay with whatever you are having. Okay. Now, PaaS services includes infrastructures such as servers, storage, networking, but also middleware development tools and database management tools and operating systems. So we have seen it here in this. We have seen it offers you server, storage, networking, virtualization, operating systems, middleware tools, and runtime. So everything that needs to be done as an infrastructure part on the platform, except the front end and your data services, everything is done by the platform. Example is Microsoft Azure belongs to platform as a service. Okay, it's Microsoft Azure is another cloud tool and it belongs to platform as a service. And when we come to infrastructure as a service, it offers you very less capabilities. So infrastructure as a service includes full access to applications on platform to form a complete infrastructure, which includes the server, storage, networking, virtualization. Okay, so the server basically for all the computations, storage for storing the data, networking for making the communication between the two channels or the two systems or within the system, and virtualization is basically creating a separate application virtually, like a standalone application we can say, or a standalone system in an application, like a virtual window. Virtual window is a standalone system in an application, so which you can install on your system. You will have another window, you can minimize it, you can close it, but your main window is working on your motherboard of your laptop or your desktop. So the Amazon Web Services, which offers cloud services in infrastructure as a service domain. Okay, so this is the three different types of cloud applications which are available in the industry, which offers cloud services, and we have seen the differences between all the three sort of services. So infrastructure service is also called as IaaS, and platform as a service is also called as PaaS. Okay, SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. Okay, so now any questions, any queries in cloud service? So here you will not be getting much questions. So maybe in interview, sometimes they can ask what are the three different types of cloud services and what is the differences between them. They can ask you this basic question if you are a fresher or having less than 2 years of experience. Okay, in that particular case, you may face this sort of questions. But in case if you're showing more than 3 years, 2 years of experience, they won't be able to ask these questions. So, okay, so let's proceed. Okay, hope everyone has the account now in developer. salesforce.com. Okay. Everyone is able to log in to Salesforce platform now. I think someone was not able to log in at that particular time. Able to log in now? Okay, please type yes or no in the comment box. If you all are able to log in, please type yes. We're still not able to log in. What is the problem you're facing? Please let me know what is the problem you're facing so that I can able to help you. Okay. 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 Maybe we can end the session for today, and I'll help out the person individually who is not able to log into the platform. And other than that, we will continue the session tomorrow, 7 p.m. Same time. The session will happen every day at 7. So if you have any queries, please let me know, or else we will connect tomorrow. And Xiaomi, with the one who has joined with Xiaomi, please wait so that I can able to help you to log in. Okay, Lohit and Monica, if you're having any queries, you can ask. Or
No, I don't have any.
okay,
Yeah, fine, sir.
okay, okay, great then. So just I think you people are getting the recordings, right? Or just go revise the concepts, and we'll meet tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. Okay. Okay, then I think Lohit and Monica, if you feel free, if you are free to leave, or if you want to stay, I'll be helping Xiaomi, one who has joined with Xiaomi, so with the login. So it's up to you. If you want to stay, you can stay. So so can you can unmute yourself, one who is facing the issue, please? Can you unmute yourself? Hello. Can you unmute yourself? One who has joined with Xiaomi name, so that we can communicate and fix the issue for you. Hello. Feel free to unmute yourself, please.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Use I what I do after username.
Yeah. After username,
It
if
shows
you
password.
yes. So able to set the password.
Okay. 4 digits are enough, sir.
No, I think 4 digit won't be enough. It should be at least 8 characters.
Okay, letters are so.
Mm-hmm. And try combining capital alphabet, small alphabet, a number, and a special character in it.
Okay, okay.
So I think that will be a secure password. Mm. and use at least 8
It
characters.
shows, please check your username and password. If you still can't log in, contact your Salesforce administrator.
Okay, so I think I'll give you the rights to share the screen.
Okay. I am logging in class mobile, sir, and I operating laptop.
Yeah, no problem. That is not a problem.
Okay.
Okay. You're operating in laptop. Okay. So, what error you are saying you are getting?
Okay, 1 minute. I will start video.
Hmm. Just a minute. I'll stop sharing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I can see your screen. Here you're getting some issue. Yeah. So your uh, you your email, sorry, your username should be something in the form of uh, .com. Okay, something it should end with some gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay, and whatever you have set, if you go to developer.salesforce.com, at the end you are having that option to set, like you have set it, right? You have already set this. You have
Yeah.
received the email. Have you received the email?
Yes, sir. I received.
Okay, you have received the email. So in that email, if you see, there will be the username. If you go and check in the email, there will be the username.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe you can stop sharing your screen. You can open your mail and you can check that. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm on the line, I'm on the call. So if you are seeing that in that mail, are you able to see the username?
1 second, sir. Not able to see.
You're not able to see it. Okay,
Yes.
no problem, no problem. With same email, you can create one more account. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
I will message you your the abcd @gmail.com dot anything, or @gmail.com. It
Okay.
can be your email. Okay,
Okay.
your username can be your email, same
Okay.
as email. Keep it like, since your first account, you can keep it something in the form of abcd and @gmail.com, like your email. Whatever is your email, keep it the same in the username while registering an account.
Okay.
Okay.